Good evening, everyone. Welcome to CDT Sports. I am Dan, and with me is my buddy Chris.
What's up, guys?
Hey. We did an episode a couple days ago. It is currently Saturday the 7th, and we forgot to do our predictions for the Week 18, last week of the NFL. And I will mention too, before the podcast started, Chris and I were tagging each other on Facebook. Like, here's our predictions for the season. We do it game by game, so we thought we would carry that tradition on in the
Yep.
podcast today. So, yeah, we'll just get into it here. I got the games pulled up here. Yeah, the Chiefs already beat the Raiders, but I think we both were going to
Yeah.
pick the Chiefs over the Raiders, right?
Yep. I think I sent mine this morning to you. My picks. I think I finished them up, but I don't think either of us were picking the Raiders to upset them.
No, no. But yeah, and then we'll just kind of get into, we'll talk about the Ravens a little bit because we are more Ravens fans. I'm wearing my backwards, we can see Orioles shirt. I got this at the 30th anniversary of Camden Yards.
Had a match, and so I had to grab the Ravens hat.
Nice. So, yeah, we'll just kind of get into it. Do we really think the Ravens are going to make a playoff push? Are they going to make it past the divisional round? We'll see. So, yeah, let's go ahead then. And this is the beginning of the show. Okay, so yeah, that was a nice little video that Chris put together. I made the music for, so that was awesome. And then, yeah, okay, so the first game we got here, Chiefs Raiders. Again, mentioning earlier, we didn't think that Raiders were going to win that one.
Yeah.
So,
What's your total for the year by chance?
okay, yeah, so let me pull that up.
I'm currently so I've been doing this on Facebook since 2018 is when I have records of this. Me and Dan, like we said in the first episode, know each other for years, so he's always seen them. I deleted my Facebook, so I stopped doing them. But when I started off, I've always been around the same amount of picks, so it's gotten better throughout the years. Last year I finished 172 for 100. 172 right, 100 wrong. This year so far, if we get less than 5, if we get 4 or less, we're under 100. We're under 100 for picks, and I'll be happy again.
Let me see here. So I'm just going back and looking at week 17 of my picks.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's going to be short by a game this year.
Yeah, exactly, because of obviously, and that's something to mention too, is that DeMar Hamlin is back up and running.
Yep.
Well,
I was just
he's
looking
not
at his
going to be playing
tweets.
football anytime soon.
I was just looking at his tweets. I think he FaceTimed the Bills during practice today also. I think I heard that.
Cool. So then, yeah, well, that's when I lost. The Commanders lost to the Browns.
A couple other things I did was I predicted who I think is going to do Super Bowls before the year. First off, I predicted the Ravens are going to be 13-4, which is a terrible idea. But I also,
I mean, it wasn't impossibly.
It wasn't. But looking back at it now, it's hindsight's 50-50, I guess.
Exactly.
My Super Bowl
Any other ones that I
predictions
messed up?
were Eagles versus Bills, is what I predicted at the beginning of the year. I want the Ravens versus the Eagles, though. But yeah, just want to throw that out there. Currently, 159 correct, 95 wrong for the season. If it was a tie, it just counts as a loss for me, because I got roasted enough by other people by putting it as a tie.
Okay, let me see here. I'm doing some math. Sorry, I didn't even think to do this before the beginning, but...
Oh, no, you're all good. I didn't think about it either.
So wait here. Wait. Okay, so I'm at 153 and 101. So
we're right there with each other.
Yep. Yeah. And okay, so at the beginning of the year, my Super Bowl predictions. So okay, my wishful picks for the Super Bowl was Ravens versus the Packers. Ravens win. And then my realistic one was I thought it was going to be the Bills versus the Buccaneers, where the Bills win, which currently both teams are in the playoffs. It could happen.
And we both know how Tom is during January and February.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather...
Man's
I always
a
root for the team
monster.
that hasn't won. Yeah. But anywho, so yeah, that's what we're looking at. But okay, so Titans and Jaguars. So we might... Okay, the game doesn't start. It starts in a minute, but...
Yep. And I got that up. So if anything exciting happens and you hear me scream, that's why.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't have it pulled up. But anyway, we can save that for later. We'll see who's. Well, I guess the game's about to win. I'm picking the Jaguars to win because the Titans have kind of
Yep.
self-imploded
Yep.
here.
I got
So
Jaguars as well. Really hoping the Jaguars are able to pull through with Trevor Lawrence on this. Titans are starting Joshua Dobbs as their quarterback, so I don't look for him to do too bad, but
Blake
I don't think
Willis.
look them to do good enough to beat them. So I think Jacksonville's going to beat them.
What happened to Malik Willis for the Titans? Is he just not playing?
Yeah, I think they're just shutting him down versus feeding him to the wolves, basically.
Uh,
I don't think he's ready yet.
no, he's definitely not. I
I,
mean, we'll
I, I
talk in
look for
another
them to give up
episode.
on him.
Yeah, we'll wait to talk more about
Yeah.
like what's going to happen to quarterbacks over
Oh,
the
yeah.
season. But yeah, he's not going to get traded. He's still in his rookie contract.
Yeah.
But anywho, so yeah, Jacksonville's going to win this game and they're going to get in the playoffs. I think either team, if they win and they're in, but more than likely, I think Jaguars are going to win.
Yep. Whoever wins the South leader clinches the South.
Perfect. All right, so Browns, Steelers. I think Steelers, if they win, they can get in, but they also have to root for a Dolphins loss and a Titans loss, I think,
I think
in order
so.
for that to get it. I'm going to pick
So
the Steelers to win that
that's
well,
fair.
go ahead.
No, I said that's fair. I'd pick the Browns personally, just because I want the Steelers to win. As funny as that sounds, I want them to win it, and just for the chaos of the playoffs. But I don't look for them to I don't look for them to win. I actually look for Cleveland to beat them, just to beat Cleveland.
I feel like they are a better team than Cleveland,
Mhm.
and the reason Cleveland won last week against the Commanders is just because, bless you, because the Commanders self-imploded because of Ron Rivera. So, but again, I think the Browns have good weapons. You know, Jarvis Landry. What's the other running back I'm not thinking of?
Oh, for the Browns, you got
Yeah,
Kareem Hunt and you got Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
thank you. They're
Yep.
both really great.
Yes, they are. Well,
So
yeah.
I did, yeah. Jarvis Landry, he's a receiver, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay, gotcha. Anyway, see, I think the Steelers are going to get it, but I don't know if they're going to get in the
Oh,
playoffs
but I think
because
Landry's actually on the Saints now, if I remember correctly.
shows you how much I've been paying attention.
No,
Anyway,
that's fair. That's fair.
so Ravens and Bengals. So us as Ravens fans, I want to say the Ravens are going to win. We did beat them already this season. However, I feel like Bengals are going to pull this
I
off.
have the Bengals picked. I want the
Yeah,
Ravens to win it. It'd be awesome. They don't even know if Lamar's gonna be in the playoffs anymore. And you know what? If I'm Lamar, I'm sitting out. I'm collecting that bag. I'm not going to the playoffs. I'm not getting hurt for no reason.
exactly. We'll get into that a little bit later about whether or not the Ravens are going to make
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
playoff
yeah.
run. But
Yeah.
no, I think the Bengals are just a better team
Yep.
currently. I feel like the Ravens, the coaching has been the problem all season.
Mhm.
Like the reason we've been choking is because of the coaching, especially if Greg Roman's not gone this year. I am going to be very, very shocked. But Harbaugh, I feel like he's got the experience. He's good.
Mhm.
It's just, yeah, again, I think his coordinator, he needs to be a better coach. He needs to do better because apparently he wasn't really calling any of the plays last week. So,
Yeah, I think if they get a better offensive coordinator in there, I think Harbaugh can stay if they get a better offensive coordinator. Um, but they need
wouldn't
to
be surprised if
start
Harbaugh had
looking
another
more.
year.
Yeah, I think he's got at least another year. I think if they get another OC and if it's someone who they need to bring in one of these young guys that's just coming in with these explosive offenses, it may only work for 2 to 3 years. That's just how it is. But 2 to 3
Senior with his
years, you get
contract.
you get a good Super Bowl
He got
push,
a
something
3-year
like that.
extension.
Pretty good. Yep,
Cool. Okay. So yeah.
it's guaranteed
No.
anyways. It doesn't make a difference for head coaches.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's going on right now. Okay, cool. And then Vikings over Bears. The Bears are just I want them to win. They're kind of like the Bengals to me, but the Vikings are going to beat them. I don't think the Vikings are very good, but I think the Bears are going to lose to the Vikings.
Yep, I got the Vikings winning as well. I think the Vikings are starting to lose steam, but yeah, bad time to have lost steam going into the playoffs.
Isn't it like the joke is that Kirk Cousins in primetime is just not the same as Kirk Cousins during like 1 o'clock?
Yes, but they
Yeah.
have I think this year he's putting into that. I think he's won a lot of primetime games this year. Justin Jefferson is one heck of a wide receiver.
Oh yeah. Well, anywho,
I
so
think he's gonna
then
do great. I actually
so
have him picked to be MVP this year.
nice.
It's who I picked.
I don't know who I want to pick for. I mean,
It's a
obviously,
far fetched for a wide receiver, but yeah.
yeah. I feel like it always goes to a quarterback. It's not going to be Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to be Tom Brady.
That's the thing though. They all haven't been that great.
No, I
Well,
could see it.
Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are them.
I could
But
see they, like either one of those two, maybe Joe Burrow. But
yeah.
anyway, Patriots and Bills. This is a playoff game. We'll save it for later. Jets and Dolphins again, same deal. We'll talk about that later. Buccaneers versus the Falcons. I mean, the Buccaneers are already in the playoffs, so I
Mhm.
don't really care. And the Falcons, they just get a better draft pick. So honestly, just go ahead. I'm picking the Bucks over the Falcons
Yep.
here.
That's my exact reasoning was the exact same thing. I look for them. I look for it to be a crappy game, and that's it.
Yeah, it's not going to be great.
No.
Panthers and Saints again. It's kind of like a it doesn't really matter kind of game.
Mm.
They're just playing. I honestly
I
wouldn't be
will say I think the Saints are the best out of those four teams though currently. I think if the Saints had played a little bit better in the beginning of the season, they would be making a strong push to be a team you don't want to see in the playoffs. But they already shot themselves in the foot, so they can't do anything.
Well, the Falcons too. They were doing pretty good for a
Mhm.
little bit, and then
With Cordell
got
Patterson, and
imploded.
then he got injured.
Yep. Marcus Mariota, didn't he like leave or he got kicked or something? And now he's just like, all right, I'm going.
Uh, I'm not sure on that one to be honest with you. Who do you have for
Anyway,
the Saints Panthers game? I got the Saints, I do believe. Yep,
mhm.
I got the Saints.
I don't know because like sometimes Sam Darnold like will actually prove competent, and
Pull
then
it
other
out, yeah.
games it's just like, do you like I don't know what he's doing, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much to me. I feel like the Panthers could probably use a better draft pick, but at the same time, the Saints aren't very good either. So it's kind of a coin flip to me. I think my gut is saying Saints.
No, that's fair. So far we got all the same picks.
Yep. So, well, I think we. Oh, come on, don't do that. I think we disagreed on. No,
Nope.
no, we didn't. Okay, cool. Anyway, okay, so we did the Bucks Falcons. Oh, I think we disagree. No, we didn't disagree on that one.
We're
All
gonna
right,
disagree on this, I think, though.
Texans Colts. Oh,
Yep.
it's going to be as much as the Colts are a dumpster fire this year. The Texans want that. Yeah, they want to secure the one pick. So I'm going to say Colts.
And I agree with you 100%. I don't know what's making me do it. I'm going with Texans. I think they're gonna upset them because was it the Texans and Colts that tied earlier this year?
Yeah, I was thinking it was like week one or
I
something.
will laugh so hard if they lose to the Colts. It'll make me cry. Like if the Colts can lose to the Texans and it's like they couldn't even beat the Texans all year, that'd be hilarious.
I don't know what the Colts' problem is because like they have good
Hmm.
players.
They do. It's a good team. They have good offensive line, just not playing well.
No, and Matt Ryan, I guess he's a little rusty, obviously, because he's past his prime. But who knows? Because he got drafted in what 2007, something like that. Eight.
That sounds about right. Hey Siri, when did Matt Ryan get drafted?
Matt Ryan was drafted with the third pick of the first round of the 2008 draft by Atlanta
There we go.
Falcons.
Eventually, it's gonna be replaced with Google, guys. So if you have Google Homes at home, I apologize in advance.
All right, so I'm going Texans. You're going Texans. I'm going Colts. Okay,
Yep.
so Cardinals, 49ers. 49ers are winning this,
Oh yeah, Cardinals are the better. I'm just kidding. 49ers are gonna wipe them
right?
unless they sit
49ers,
people.
they
That's the
could.
issue.
That is their problem. They've had a lot of injuries this year, and
I would
I
sit
don't know.
people, or maybe they'll only run them a couple quarters. I don't know who they'd use for a backup quarterback though.
But Kyler Murray's out, so who's his backup right now? Because didn't his backup get hurt
It
too?
was Trace McSorley. I don't know who the Cardinals. Who is starting quarterback for the Cardinals? On that's actually a really good question.
Colt McCoy.
I think it might be.
Here, let me Google this too. Starting QB Titan or not Titans?
David
Cardinals.
Blau.
Okay, sure. Okay, so 40 or excuse me, Cowboys Commanders. So I'm a Commanders fan. Love the Commanders. Hate the Cowboys. Cowboys are winning this.
I agree with that one. I want the Commanders to win it, but I think the players aren't going to win it for the organization.
Now they definitely and the fact I think yeah this offseason the team's going to be sold. So I think we're just going to try to move on past the Snyder era.
And it might not be Blau that's starting quarterback for them. I'm not sure on that. It's all conflicting things. So
I don't know if you can still see my screen, but yeah, Colt McCoy and Trace McSorley.
okay. Oh, and they
So
got
I
David
would,
Blau also. So it's one of those three.
yep. All right, Rams and Seahawks. So Seahawks need to win this game in order to have any kind of a chance at playoffs. So I'm picking them. I think the Rams at this point are just like, we got the ring. We're happy. We're going to get a better draft pick. I don't know, because didn't they mortgage like this year's draft too, like their first round?
Yeah, it's completely gone, but they're still gonna get a really good what is it? Oh, they did something. No, I'm thinking of a different team. But yeah, they completely got rid of their draft just to be able to do everything they need to do. It's the Seahawks I'm thinking of who are doing really good this year and have a very early draft pick because of Russell Wilson trade.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun to see what they do with that pick. But anyways, I have the Seahawks picked as well for the exact same reasoning. They should win this game. I personally actually think the Rams are a better team, but they're just not playing up to par. I think
Yeah,
this will be a very close game, but they are playing in Seattle. 12th man, I think, will step up. I think 12th man steps up and they take care of business at home.
I would like it if Seattle made a pretty good playoff run for two reasons. One, I want a bird bowl. One of these years I want a bird bowl. I
Me
want
too.
Baltimore versus either the Falcons or the Seahawks or the Cardinals, whatever, and right now or the Eagles. I think are there any other bird teams in the AFC? Am I don't know.
Ravens.
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah,
Ravens and yeah. So anyway, I'd love to see a bird bowl. And then also, yeah, I think I would just love to see Geno Smith win a Super Bowl and then win one without Russell Wilson.
that would be pretty funny.
Yep. Anywho, going over to the Giants and Eagles. So Jalen Hurts has been injured the past couple weeks, right? And who they've been playing? It's been oh god,
Oh,
why am I
Gardner Minshew.
Yes, thank you. So they lost last week to the Saints. I don't know. Did they lose last week to the Saints? Who the Eagles play?
Yeah, they lost to the Saints, I'm pretty sure.
Hold
Once it
on.
was like
Last
20
week.
something to,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
20
yeah,
10.
yeah. Cool. So yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a toss up. I think the Giants have been playing really well this year. Ryan Daboll's really stepped up and gotten into that leadership position that they needed him to be.
Yep.
Eagles, I feel like their cockiness could backfire on them. So, and if they lose this and the Cowboys win, which I don't know if the Eagles are going to lose, but I'm predicting the Cowboys will win, and the Cowboys get the number one seed. So, I don't know how that's going to work. But honestly,
It's probably what's going to happen, though. Being
I think
everyone's luck.
just based off of talent, and it's at Eagles, right? Yeah, it's at
Yep,
the
it's in
Eagles.
Philadelphia.
Probably going to go Eagles on this one.
I got Eagles picked. I think the Eagles team isn't really cocky. I think it's more or less their fan base.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
No,
Clarify.
I know what you meant. Just clarify for anybody else that was curious on that. But I honestly, Giants have played really well. They've turned around a franchise. They've showed what you can do with proper coaching in there. I'm gonna go with the Eagles still though.
Yeah, I was gonna say they got Wink Martindale from us, right?
Yep. And I knew he would do good there because they had a stacked defensive front and it's amazing spot for him to go. I'm glad to see him doing good though.
Exactly.
I do like our I cannot remember his name, but the Michigan defense coordinator we picked up.
Yep. Okay, so
And
Chargers
not
and
sponsored,
Broncos.
so everybody's aware of any type of drinks or anything consumed. We are not sponsored.
No, not at all.
Feel free to.
Okay, so Chargers Broncos. It's gonna be the Chargers because the Broncos are just imploding.
Yep, 100% agreed on that.
Is Russell Wilson out, or is he just like not playing? Or
I actually don't know that one. I think he's
yeah,
out though.
yeah, I don't know if he's just not playing, but whatever.
And the
And then
Chargers, I think, are fighting for playoff positioning for who they
yeah, because
play.
they're in the playoffs. Like
Yep,
yeah, they have secured a seed.
yep, they're fifth seed.
I was gonna say because who's the no, yeah, the Chiefs have secured the
The
number one pick.
Yep,
So
the
yeah, it
Ravens
doesn't
and
matter.
Chargers have already secured just at least to be in the playoffs.
I was gonna say the Chiefs secured the number one spot today, so it's not going to. The Chargers are they don't really need to win tomorrow. They're already in the game.
No, it's just for positioning. If they lose, I think they can drop to underneath like to the 6th or 7th seed, and they would
Mhm.
play like the Bills or it's just all positioning battles now at this point.
Gotcha. We'll get into that in a second.
Yep.
But okay, so then Lions Packers. My mind is telling me Packers, but my heart is saying Lions.
I feel that. I think you should go with
So,
your heart. It'd be one good pick difference between us because I'm definitely going for the Packers.
all right, I'll go Lions just because I want to see it happen.
I 100% want to see that happen as well. But like I said, I'm going to go with the Packers. I think we both agree that they're heating up the right time, unfortunately. We've seen it before. They're heating right up to lose to the 49ers in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
49ers or watch it be
Dallas.
the Giants, or I want them to beat Dallas, please.
Oh,
if
I
they play
actually
'em.
would kind of think it'd be funny for them to lose to Dallas for like Watson to go up for the ball, catches it, but they're like, "Oh, it's not a catch," and then it just becomes the whole thing again. It's like it
Yep.
happened once again.
But all right, let's see. And watch them like blow a kickoff again for a punt,
My
a punt
goodness
return.
gracious, that'd be amazing.
Anyway, so yeah, I think yeah. And then what was the other? So okay, we need to talk about Patriots, Bills, and Jets, Dolphins. So okay, Patriots and Bills, are the Bills resting starters tomorrow? Because they, I don't mean this to be rude, but you know, because with the whole Damar Hamlin situation, they kind of like they only really played a quarter last week, right? Before the game was
I
canceled.
think they'll play maybe a couple of their guys half the game, probably. I don't know who all likes to rest their players anymore. I don't agree with it a lot of the time, but
Well, they've already won their division, right? Haven't they?
yeah. As long as they don't overdo their resting, then they'll be good.
Yeah, no, they definitely have
Oh,
won
yeah.
their division.
Secured
So,
that thing.
yep. Anywho, so yeah, I'm going Bills and the Patriots. They need
Oh,
to win in order to.
we want the Chargers to win tomorrow, also as Ravens fans. Just so you're aware. That's how they get the divisioning seating. That's how we get put back into the top four versus being a wild card.
Good. Okay, gotcha. Cool. And then, yeah, so we need. Okay, so I want. I think the Bills are going to win over the Patriots.
That's who I
And
have
then
picked. But you know what? Since you have the Bills picked, I'll do it. Just so we have a
it
little
could
bit of
happen.
differences.
It could happen.
I'll switch my pick to the Patriots over the Bills. My reasoning for switching, for anyone that's curious, Patriots are actually playing for something. Dan was making that point earlier, and I was like, you know what? It's good. It's valid. Same with the Lions, though. The Patriots and Lions are kind of in the same spots. They need to beat who they're going against. They're going against juggernauts that are going to be in the playoffs, and if they can go back and forth with them and hit each other back and forth and keep up with them, they deserve to be in the playoffs. So, you know what? We're going to go with Patriots on that. Bills are the better squad, though. I do not want the Ravens to play them in the playoffs.
Well, we'll see what happens. But anyway, so then there's that, and then the Jets and the Dolphins. Well, I guess the Dolphins are in contention still, right? Yeah, they're on the bubble. So
Mhm.
I don't know what they need. If
I think they need everybody to lose.
I was gonna say, so the Titans, I'm thinking are gonna lose, and I could see the Steelers losing, even though I'm picking them, and I could see the Patriots. So if all that happens, the Dolphins get in.
So the Dolphins just need the Dolphins win, Patriots lost, they're in. If Patriots, Dolphins, and Steelers lose, Patriots are in. Patriots win, it's over, they're in. If Dolphins and Patriots lose, Steelers are in.
okay, so we'll see what happens there.
Yeah,
'Cause-
just how it is. You know what? Let's have a third AFC North team in there. Last time that happened, the Ravens won the Super Bowl.
I mean, hey, let's do it.
Miami would be a
okay.
fun team though to see in there. Besides being injured,
Oh, I'm seeing there. I would see them as a one and done team.
yeah, it'd be good for the teams that need to advance in the playoffs though.
Right. Okay, so yeah, those are our picks for the games. So okay.
Yep.
Now we need to worry about okay.
Oh wait, no, Jets Dolphins. Who did you have for that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I picked the Dolphins because the
Dolphins.
Jets are just
Likewise.
yeah. The Jets are what's their current seeding? Because I don't. The Jets are currently 12. So if they lose and they're 7-10, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to. They'll probably get a better draft pick. I don't
Jets are
know.
going to be a dangerous team.
I mean, again, I like Robert Saleh. But
Me too.
okay.
Me too.
So, okay, now we need to talk about who we actually think is going to make the playoffs real quick.
Mhm.
Jags are getting in. Realistically, I think Dolphins, but you know, if the Steelers did, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think the Titans are going to get in, and the Patriots, it's possible, but I'm leaning towards no.
Since I picked them, I know I'm feeling good about it. I think the Patriots will actually win and just get in the playoffs, which I'm
Okay.
cool with. I really don't care for any of these three teams that have a chance. I don't even like the Titans that much, so I want the Jaguars to beat them pretty bad. But I look for Patriots to upset the Bills, especially if the Bills are resting players.
Well, let's see. So in the AFC, who do you think actually is it like who actually could make the Super Bowl? The Chiefs could make it, the Bills could do it, the Bengals could. I don't know about the Chargers, the Ravens. I want them to. It's possible, but if they're sitting out Lamar and it's not, depending on who they're playing, they could make it past the divisional round. Do you think that's happening this year?
Perfect
My gut's telling me no.
scenario. Perfect scenario is the Ravens win out, win the division, end up being the fourth seeding because that's where they'd fall into. They would play. Go ahead and scroll down for me really quick. Fourth seeding, they're playing Jacksonville. I think they get bounced. Or not Jacksonville. They're playing the Chargers. Or yeah, it would be the Chargers. I do believe.
Let me
That
see
would be
here.
a pretty good game. I think the Ravens could actually bounce them in the wild card round. I
Current.
don't think they get the. I don't think they'll get past the divisional.
All right, let's see what the bracket is currently. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Is this going to? Because I just see New York and Tampa. What the heck? Why is it? Okay, it's
It's
not.
it's because the seating, the placement is messed up.
Okay, well, never mind then. So, okay,
Oh, you're all
yeah. So
good.
I mean, yeah. So you said the Ravens will play the Jags.
Oh
Six
no
by
no no
four.
no! I wish. They'll play the Jags. If Baltimore wins, Chargers win. It's a coin flip for who gets the AFC North. So if that happens and the Ravens do win it, they're gonna play whoever the fifth seed is. So I think that's the Chargers, and because I think the Chargers are gonna win their game. Um, that would be a good game. I think the Ravens could win that very easily if it's a home game. We've seen in the past how they like to lose to the Chargers, but I personally think the Ravens are going to lose, so I think they'll be the sixth or seventh seed. They will be playing the Bills.
Yeah, that
I've
that
seen
if they're
wilder
playing the
stuff
Bills,
happen,
if they're
but
playing the Bills, I've seen. Yes, it's possible, but my money would be on the Bills.
possible, not probable.
Yeah. So, and I don't know, maybe Lamar. Hopefully the team will kind of rally behind him. I don't know,
If Lamar
but
doesn't start a game in the playoffs, we're not winning a game.
yeah.
Huntley's great and everything. Our defense is great. Huntley's an amazing quarterback when it comes to doing what he needs to do that Harbaugh requires him to do.
A lot of people call him Diet Lamar. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and he is because he doesn't have a cannon. Like I think Lamar's got a better passing arm, more better passing motion. He's better in the pocket with like awareness and stuff. He's very elusive though, and I could see Huntley becoming a better quarterback over time as a good backup, even more solid backup.
So I think the Jaguars would be my team. Like I would love, well, like okay, kind of like how the Bengals were last year. I would love the Chargers or the Jaguars to be like the team like nobody expects to make the Super Bowl actually make it.
It'd be
So
amazing.
yeah, but because neither one, I don't know if I think they've been to Super Bowls. I don't know if they've ever. I don't know if Jacksonville's even gotten to a Super Bowl.
Nope.
But
They
okay,
got bounced to the playoffs by by the Patriots.
that's all right. Okay, so now AFC or excuse me
Oh,
NFC.
AFC choice though would be as of right now. I actually think it's the Chiefs. Um,
I'm picking the Bills.
Fair enough. I think the Bills are they should win. They should walk all the way there, but I'll pick the
Mhm.
Chiefs.
Okay, cool. So NFC, it's going to be between these three. I don't know what the scenario is for like if the Packers win and they're in, or Lions win and they're in. I don't know like what needs to happen for each team to get in.
Packers are winning in. Lions are Packers loss and they win and they're in. So whoever wins the Lions Packers game basically decides who gets to the playoffs for that seeding. But if Seattle wins, they overtake the Lions. So the Lions need the Seahawks and Packers to lose. The Packers just need to win, and the Seahawks just need to win. And a Packers loss.
Okay. So the Seahawks, if they want to get in, they need to win and they need the Packers to lose.
Yes, from what I
And then
understand.
okay. But the Lions and the Packers, so the Packers win and they're in. The Lions kind of need the opposite. They need Seattle to lose and they need to beat the Packers.
If I'm correct, yes. I think
Okay,
they're the same
cool.
as the Dolphins.
Gotcha. Cool. So, and overall, I mean, I could see, honestly, out of all these teams, even with the Brady Black Magic,
Yeah.
I could see, honestly, my pick would be the 49ers.
See that. Bills 49ers would be a good playoff game.
That'd be, well, Super Bowl, yeah. I could see it.
I'm gonna go with Cowboys.
If the Cowboys are going to be in there, I'm going to root for whoever's against them.
I don't know what it is about it. They're heating up. Defense is good. That defense is just hard in the playoffs. It's just hard for me to look around. I
And I
think if
can
it's
see
not
Micah
them,
Parsons is great, and
and if it's not them, I honestly think it'd be the Buccaneers. It's gonna be some kind of random team. I don't think it's gonna be the Vikings. The Vikings are losing steam.
not
The
happening.
Eagles are a great team. The 49ers are injured.
Well, and how rare does it? It's not really that common for the number one seed to even get to the Super Bowl in the first place. right, or
NFC
win it.
side seems like it's pretty common. AFC side doesn't seem that common.
But I would love, again, like in the Chargers and the Jaguars being my like team nobody expects. I'd love to see the Giants or the Seahawks do it.
Jaguars versus Seahawks. That would be amazing. That'd be such
my
a cool
God.
Super Bowl. Like it'd be like, oh, just play the game.
Florida versus Seattle. Yeah,
Yep.
and then, well, I feel like last year was kind of that because like nobody really cared too much about LA versus Cincinnati, and they were kind of like, finally, a game without Brady. It's just nice to just watch. So hopefully we get something like that again this year. I think the wildest one you could do would be like the
what's
most,
the wild? What's the most far-fetched wild playoff scenario you would like to see for the Super Bowl?
I would like the most wild, probably Jaguars versus the Seahawks or the Giants, and then, oh man, like what I think the Super Bowl is going to be Bills 49ers, but also if the Bengals played the Seahawks, that'd be another one that'd be pretty wild. Or
Bills
can you imagine-
Vikings would be pretty good too.
Can you imagine if the Bengals played the Lions on the Super Bowl? I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think the Lions are going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Cat Bowl meow.
Oh my God, yes, we need a cat bowl. Let's do it.
That would be dope.
We need Tigers versus Lions. That's Bengal Tigers.
Yep. Bills Vikings would be a good Super Bowl too. It'd be like two teams that have had so much heartbreak and just like decimation in the playoffs in the Super Bowl go against each other, and it's like one of you has to win. Someone has to walk away with the trophy.
So okay, I was gonna say because the teams who have never won a Super Bowl: Bills, Bengals,
Vikings,
Chargers,
Chargers,
Lions,
Jaguars,
and Jaguars, and Titans. But the Titans aren't getting in there.
No,
I mean, watch me
they're
be
playing.
Wrong, but...
They're playing good right now.
Okay, what's the? They're up 3. Okay, yeah, they're up 3. But a minute left in the first quarter. Anyway,
yeah.
So, yeah, I would love to see a cat bowl between like the Bengals or the Jaguars versus the what was the one, the Lions.
Jaguars Lions would be a great Super Bowl too. It'd be very good. It'd probably be 56-40.
I would love to see Ravens against Seahawks. Like I said, I want a bird bowl.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Buccaneers Chargers would be a good one. Chargers Vikings would be decent. Bosa Bowl, Chargers versus 49ers. That'd be fun.
Man, if it's Chiefs versus Cowboys, I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah, I would rather the Chiefs win it. But just something's telling me that Dallas is gonna somehow, we've had a weird season. Something's telling me that it's either going to be the Dallas Cowboys or the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoff in the Super Bowl for the NFC.
Did you see the Ravens versus the Vikings? That'd be interesting.
Purple Bowl. That'd be great.
Nice. All right. Well, there's a million different things, but so yeah, there's that. And then, do we want to talk about Lamar? Or we're going to save that for another episode.
I think we save that for the next one.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. So those are our Week 18 picks and our Super Bowl, like pre-playoffs picks for the Super Bowl. So honestly, okay, give me a definitive answer. I think it's going to be Bills 49ers. That's just me right now. But the team, what I would like to see is Ravens versus like Seahawks. So
I want to see some type of odd game, some mismatch playing where it's something amazing like Giants Patriots again. That'd be amazing. But I think it's gonna be Chiefs Cowboys. Don't know why, but that's who I think it's gonna be. Both teams are playing pretty good. And no one's really talking about the Chiefs anymore. They should.
We'll be happy too with a cat bowl or a bird bowl. So, yeah, or a purple bowl. But anywho, thank you all for listening to this episode of CDT Sports. I have been Dan, and this is Chris with me.
Yep, and thank you guys for watching. Appreciate every single one of you guys.
Go ahead and give us a subscribe if you can. We'll do episodes every week, if not twice a week. So Yeah, appreciate y'all stopping in.
See you guys in the next one.